Hey there, this is Jared Bands with SumoLeap, and I'm so thankful that you came here. Thanks for reading our blog or subscribing to our newsletter. I hope that this content is highly valuable for you and your business. We do our best to make it extremely actionable, so hopefully it is that for you. So basically what we're going to cover in this short video is SEMRush, how to use the free version of SEMRush for keyword research. In case you don't know, SEMrush has both a paid version and a free version. I highly recommend, if you have the marketing budget for the paid version, to go ahead and check it out. They are one of the best digital marketing tools for SEO and PPC research that I know of, and I've been very impressed with their software. So if you don't have the budget for it, or you're a smaller website, definitely take advantage of the free version, and I think you'll find it extremely valuable. I use it just about every day, so I thought I'd just put together a short video of how I'm using it for me and for some of my clients. So the goals for this session, let's start with number one, get familiar with SEMrush as it relates to keyword research. And I should say, we're focusing more on local SEO right here, so this is mainly if you're do services locally, so whether you're a plumber, doctor, dentist, lawyer, but it's not limited to just local. If you, let's say web design, if you do web design for clients all over the country, you're likely going to want a good, strong local presence in your area as well as nationally. But and also, if let's just say you're an e-commerce site or you just don't have a local presence, I think you'll find this tool valuable, but just maybe in slightly different ways. I think the principles will still apply, but the application of this is focused more on local. So number two, we're also going to show you how to research your competitors' keywords. And I apologize, as I'm looking at this, I see I forgot an apostrophe. So sorry, Mom, if you're listening. My mom's a former grammar teacher, so I typed this up too quickly, but hopefully we'll show you how to, we will show you how to research competitors' keywords. And finally, the ultimate goal at the end of the session is we want you to be able to build 30 to 50 plus quality keywords for your on-page targeting. So basically, if you've done no optimization on your website, this is a good video for you, because we're going to show you how to get started with it. The first stage of that process is keyword research. And so that's what we're focusing on. If you find our blog at SumoLeap/blog, our content helpful, the biggest compliment you can do to us is you can, number one, you could contact us for a free consultation. We can take a look at your website and see how we could potentially help you guys. And so you can't beat free. Or number two, you can share our content on either social media or link to it from your blog. We're probably in the same boat as you. We're trying to get off the ground with our digital marketing. So any love you can spread on social media, we'd much appreciate it. All right, with that, let's go ahead and get started. So basically what we have here, and once again, I'm not based in San Antonio, but I thought, why not take a look at just a city? Similar industry, web design is what we offer at SumoLeap, but I just was curious to see what another city looked like. So right here you have PPC, Google AdWords. So anytime someone clicks on one of these ads, you get charged. It can range from 50 cents a click, or it could be over $50 a click. And I'll tell you right now, and we'll look at this further, but website design and web design are extremely expensive. And also, you probably know, but Google recently got rid of these sidebar ads, which I was one of the people, probably many people, who was happy about that. So there's that. We're not going to be talking about that, but SEMrush does help with that. The next thing is these right here, these are local listings, or the local pack. We're not going to really focus on that in this session. If you look at some of our previous blog posts, you'll see some good tips on that, on how to get listed there, but that's what this is. Once again, we're not really going to focus on that. Once again, Google actually cut back from 7 listings to 3 last year, and so these local listings are more competitive and more important than ever, especially when you're looking at a mobile device. And finally, and this is where we're going to focus, is these are the organic listings. So these are most likely, these are the people who are ranking on the first page for web design San Antonio. So we're going to take a look at a couple of these websites and show the process of looking at their keywords and seeing what the competition's like, what the search volume's like, estimated, and how you can apply it to your industry. And what we're doing here really applies to any local-based business. So keep that in mind. So if you are a assisted living home or if you're a doctor, this will still apply to you. So I went ahead and clicked on this and never heard of Viewpoint Creative, but here's the website. They're obviously ranking #1 for web design San Antonio. So the next step, what you're going to want to do is head over to SEMRush.com and go ahead, and they have like a search bar. Go ahead and put the domain in there. So that's what I did right here. And right now it's on, right now I'm logged in my free account. So it may look a little bit different. You can still do some of this without a free account, but I recommend just at least getting the free account. So first thing, this is the overview page. So what you see here is pretty cool. You can see right here in blue, this is the estimated search traffic, and you can filter this by different time periods. So as you can see, since 2014, they've done some killer SEO. You can filter it by 2 years, half year, 30 days. But I usually like to see, if a site's been hit by Panda or some kind of penalty, this is a great place to come because you'll see a sudden drop. Hopefully that hasn't happened to you, but I have seen sites hit. So this is a good place to come. Next thing, there's so much great data here, and I'd love to talk about all of it, but for the purposes of this recording, we're just going to focus on these organic keywords. So go ahead and click, if you're following along, you'll want to click the full report. Now, this isn't truly the full report. This is, as you can see here, you can upgrade to the Pro, which is highly worth it if you have the budget, but we are going to show you how to kind of get a lot of data without actually signing up. So first thing, when looking at this site, I apologize, I get rid of this. This site is doing some great SEO. As you can see, they're #1 in pretty much every major category related to web design in San Antonio. And right here is their estimated position. That parentheses is what it was the previous period, as found by SEMRush. The next thing is the search volume. What's the estimated search volume? So you'll see web design San Antonio estimated to be 590 monthly searches versus web design in San Antonio. So that's pretty interesting, which only has 140. So it's important to look at these numbers, and I think they're pulling this from Google AdWords keyword tool, but I'm not positive, and you can always, maybe I'll show a future video on how to double check that. But that's what this is. It's pretty accurate based on my kind of experience. The next thing here is cost per click. So if you're going to bid using Google AdWords on web design San Antonio, it's probably going to cost you about $12-13. Just funny that San Antonio website design, it was probably going to cost you $22. So that's just a lot of money to pay for each time someone clicks, and that doesn't even count any management fees or anything associated with that. So that's a lot. Here's the URL that the organic traffic is going to. In this case, it's all the homepage, and here's the percentage of traffic that is being driven. So a couple things to note, that this is a third-party tool. So this is based on SEMrush's kind of proprietary research and technology. They're pulling this data, but it's not 100% accurate, but I will say that they get pretty close. And in fact, they're probably the best tool at finding keywords like this that I know around, especially since Google has really eliminated keywords from Google Analytics. So this is great for your own site, but also for your competitors. So without kind of diving in, without getting into too much in detail, let's go ahead and just start doing work. First thing, you can export it here, but SEMRush is going to ask you to sign up for a trial and put in your credit card information. I personally, if you don't have the budget, kind of like a little workaround for that is, I'll show you right here. You're just going to highlight the data, and then I just paste it into Excel. And the nice thing about this is all these fields are you can filter on them, so it helps you to get more data. So we're going to have a lot of overlap data, but I'm just going to filter on search volume, and you can see YouTube General Hospital. It's one of their keywords. You'll find all kinds of stuff that may be irrelevant, but that's kind of the next phase. So I just, once again, filter on as many as you can, just to get the most data as possible. And this is kind of a jankety way of kind of assembling this data, but hey, you can't, if you're not willing to pay, then you got to live with slightly less user interface. So let's go ahead and traffic. So traffic percentage is highly valuable in my mind. This is, and I should say another thing, this is probably going to capture more of the short tail keyword phrases, which are more of the, the main things that describe your business or your industry. There are probably many long tail keyword phrases that are being hidden in this, and so if you're like a major blog or something, I highly recommend checking out the paid version, and you can kind of capture that and see what blog posts are doing well on your site or maybe on your competitors' sites. So we're just pasting this stuff in. And we're not going to worry about duplicates just yet. I'm going to show you how to get rid of that. And finally, this shows you when it was updated. They even have some kind of trends here. So I just went through really briefly. You can see we have 55 line items. I bet you we probably only have maybe 15 to 20 keywords. We're not going to worry about that just yet. Let's go ahead and do the same thing for the next website. So J12 Designs. And you can see they're doing some homepage title tag targeting San Antonio website design company. Apparently they also do SEO services. So let's take a look. Oh wow. So this is actually ranking for a subpage, it looks like. No, that's interesting. So as you can see here, they have their j12designs.com/webdesign. Very interesting. All right, we're just going to look at their domain though. So head on over to SEMRush, and I'm sure you'll catch on pretty quickly. Not rocket science here. All right, so once again, you can see they're doing pretty well. So they're ranking #1 for website design San Antonio. That'd be interesting. They were #2 last month. So, and like I said, this data isn't 100% accurate, but it's about as close as you can get. So, all right. Once again, we're just kind of filtering, trying to maximize the amount of data we're going to get. And if you're a local-based business, you're not really going to need to do a ton of, you're most likely going to have a smaller website. Maybe you only have, 5 to 10 pages on your site, but you want to make sure that those 5 to 10 pages are optimized and that you've done your homework. So this will definitely help with that. All right, so I may pause the video here. I know this is probably not the most exciting thing to watch, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of a quick understanding of how this works, and then we'll go ahead and kind of show you how I clean up some of this. So, all right, I will be right back. All right, so I am back. Basically, I just continued that process that I showed you just a second ago. With the third result down. So we basically have 3 websites data here, and if you remember, SEMrush will give you 10 keywords per kind of website, but by utilizing just multiple websites and some of that sorting and filtering. We went ahead and let's see, we have close to 200, well 176. Obviously there are a lot of duplicates here, so we don't truly have that many, but I did think that was it's just a great way to kind of expand your lists. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to copy this, paste it into a new sheet, just so we don't kind of lose kind of the cleanness of the data. Just do a little bit of formatting. Alright, so what I like to do next is a couple things. I mean, you can slice and dice this data just however you want. I usually kind of delete these last few columns. I don't really care, especially the one where it last updated, that could throw things off. So the next thing I would do here is go to data, highlight the columns you need, remove duplicates. And so yeah, so there we have, so this shows you the URL that's ranking. So obviously it doesn't copy over just perfectly, but you know which website it is. If you wanted to see what duplicate keywords you have, you could just go over here, highlight duplicate values. Definitely some really cool tools in Excel. So these are, you can then sort to see kind of your competition. So let's go ahead and sort. Let's sort by keyword. So email server, I don't know, that's a funny looking keyword, but basically you have J12 Designs and Backyard Studios, both ranking for that. San Antonio Web Design, no surprise there. San Antonio Web Designers, same. So you kind of get the point. One last step that I highly recommend is going ahead and copy this, and once again you're going to open up a new sheet and just blow this up so you can see it more better. And let's just go ahead and we're under the data tab in Excel, and there's like a remove duplicates. I'm currently on a Mac, but they have this on PC as well, so remove duplicates. So this is where it gets interesting. So remember, we went from 10 keywords to 86. And this was just in just a few minutes. You could have kept going down the line of those websites. And obviously some of these websites won't match. Some will be branded keywords, some will be different clients or the business owner, but depending on your industry, you should find some really valuable data here. And let's just say San Antonio, if you did some services in Austin or another city nearby, just set up a new column, do a find and replace on San Antonio, replace with Austin, and once again just multiply those keywords. Once you have this list, then I recommend just dumping it into Google AdWords keyword planner tool to get Google's search volume, and then I typically like to compare it with SEMRush, and usually it's pretty dead on. I mean, usually there's very little variation. So hopefully that's helpful. I know it's a little bit more advanced, but that's the point of this video. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. If you have any suggestions other than my no editing on this video, I would love to hear those as well. So once again, my email is hello@sumoleap.com. sumoleap.com. So thanks for watching, and tune in again for another tutorial here soon.